Are you holding yourself back because you are afraid to outgrow the people in your life? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sylvia Salow and I help lightworkers and starseeds to remember who they are. And in this video, I would like to bring your attention to your energetic barriers. Those energetic barriers are basically limitations you are carrying in your aura on that energetic level, and you don't allow yourself to explore what's beyond. So maybe now, before we begin, take a moment to close your eyes and really feel into your aura, feel into your energetic field, and see if you can locate and feel where your energetic barriers are. Maybe you find out that your aura, your energy can expand just few inches, and it can go any further because there is something blocking it. There is your energetic barrier. And we have those energetic barriers in our auric field for many reasons. Of course, big part of it is coming from the conditioning we have received from our family and from the society. And we kind of trained ourselves to believe that we can only go, far this much, but we can go any further. We trained ourselves to believe that this is our limit. This is, let's say, limit to how much joy we can experience, the limit to how much abundance we can call into our lives, the limit to how masterful you can be in something, in your skills, how you can bring it further than anyone else in your family has ever done before. And so those energetic barriers are basically kind of like agreements or limitations we've unconsciously created so that we wouldn't go any further than our family had gone or our friends. So we are kind of like keeping each other stuck on certain energetic levels, certain energetic vibrations, and we don't explore any other vibrations. It's like out of our reach, or we are not even aware that there is such possibility because we are just focusing on what's in front of us. And so those energetic barriers are there mostly as a mechanism for us to help us to fit in and to be likable, to be acceptable by other people, because we all still have, of course, that tribal mentality, and we will have it, I guess, more and more in the future. Actually, I don't think this is going away so much. And this comes basically from the idea that we need people in our lives. We cannot just live alone, and in order to fit in, we think we have to, act certain way, we have to speak certain way, and we have to make similar choices that are aligned with the group, with the tribe. And we still do it, we still have those kind of agreements. So let's say, if you look at your friendships, if you have, let's say, some group of friends, and you would really take that moment to actually see if you dare to go beyond the group of your friends is going. So I mean going beyond energetically, if you allow yourself to expand. As a practical example, let's say that you would like to actually, spiritually keep evolving, and you have been growing and evolving, but you are kind of like living in that spiritual closet, which is good to live there, by the way. I'm not saying to jump out of that closet if you don't feel ready to do it, if you haven't find that kind of certainty and grounding in yourself. It's okay to be in that spiritual closet for a while. But let's say you've been there really for a long time, and you are afraid that, your friends couldn't relate to you anymore. They wouldn't understand you anymore. So what you are unconsciously doing, you are putting higher limit on your spiritual growth. You are restricting it. You could actually grow even further if your energy was truly free. If you wouldn't have to unconsciously make sure that you are still fitting within the energy of your group of friends. or your family. Another common example, what I see so much with my clients, is they don't allow themselves to grow, in terms of success, finances, their potential, their purpose. They don't allow themselves to grow beyond the energy of their family. And of course, this is something that you are not consciously aware of. Like, I guess people usually don't sit down and tell themselves, I'm not go any further because my family had never been further in those terms, so I'll stop here. But that's what we unconsciously do. And so why are we afraid to outgrow other people in our lives? One reason, as I said, is, will you be still likable? Will they approve of you? And here is the truth. If you dare to go further, yes, there will be some people who will not resonate with your energy anymore, but it will not be some like harsh, cutting of cords or something like this. Those people will just naturally fall away because you will not be on the same resonance anymore. There doesn't have to be any drama. If you are actually just evolving, some people will just kind of, deselect themselves from your life. When it comes to your family, though, those are people who are your lifelong teachers. They are meant to be in your life forever, at least in this lifetime. And they actually will become more loving, and that your relationship with your family will change for better. Because once you start really going further, you'll start living according to your soul contract. And your parents, they know what your soul contract is. They know it. They volunteer to help you fulfill your soul contract. And your siblings and other relatives, they know it too. And once you commit to it, once you start living it, then there's a part in them which will be able to relax. And they will not have to be, those like tough teachers to push you to really, follow through on what your soul had set to do in this life. Because you are already doing it. There will be much healing and release happening in your whole family. The whole dynamic will shift. And it will become lighter because you allow your family to be as they want to be. They will not have to be, that kind of like those people who are telling you, you should do this, you shouldn't do that, like energetically or on mental level. They don't have to play that role of, being that tough teacher for you anymore. So of course those relationships will evolve. Another reason why we are afraid to outgrow other people is because we are afraid to walk the path alone. And now I'm not going to repeat myself in this video because I made a video just on this topic alone. But, walking the path alone is one of the biggest kind of like things that stops many people from fully experiencing who they are. Another reason is that you'll make other people feel bad for the life they hadn't chosen, basically. Because if you choose to live fully and you keep, just getting better and better on all levels, there is that fear that you'll put some people into that kind of like negative light, meaning you will be serving as a gigantic mirror to their souls to see where they are holding back. And yes, this is true. This is true. Like if you are a light worker, you are meant to really, shine that light, and your light will be exposing all those places where people want to be unconscious or they want to be in the shadow. It will help everything to be visible, so people will have all kinds of reactions to your light. That's just how it is. But it's not so kind, to be in that darkness, in that shadow, just because you would make someone else to feel bad. Because here's the thing, as light workers, we are here to help wake up other people. And you can only wake up other people if you are awakened And if you are committed to your path, and if you are able to hold that light, your light will awaken other people. Your light cannot awaken other people if you don't give it space, because then you're suppressing it. And so, think about it this way. Your family, they had opportunities to make different choices in their lives. Like, we all have opportunities. Everyone has some kind of wake-up moments in their lives. And it's the free choice if they choose, to act on it and to wake up or not. But it should not be a reason for you to hold back. Another reason why people are afraid to outgrow others is because they are afraid of who they will become. Can you imagine having in your life ease, joy, love? Can you imagine to continue expanding? Can you imagine who you could become if you wouldn't stand in your way? How does it make you feel? I guess there's a part of you that feels like, yes, this is what I want. And then there's another part of you which is like, it freaks me out a little, maybe a lot. It's okay, it freaks you out. We all have kind of fears when it comes to expanding. But it's good to realize that there is another option, how to basically live and how to approach every moment. You can either live in that restriction, and I'm speaking of energetic restriction, or you can choose to keep expanding no matter what happens. That's a choice we all have to make. And the last fear I want to mention in this video is the fear that you'll get too far away from your family, from your friends. And again, it's related to that fear walking the path alone. Yes, if you continue growing and expanding, you will get really far, but guess what you are doing? You are creating that pathway for other people as well. Someone has to go first. Maybe you are the one who has to go first in your family line. And then you create that opening, that invitation for other members of your family to follow, if they choose it. There's that opportunity, but the opportunity was not there before, because there's always someone who has to walk the path first to create those energetic templates for other people. And if you do it, you will change everything for all those, ancestors, and also for people who will be part of your family in generations to follow. So are you choosing to be this kind of person? And the same applies to your friends. They'll have the opportunity to grow with you. There's that invitation. You are actually bringing more opportunities and more life to them, and more blessings. It's up to them if they will choose it or not, but there is that possibility now. So this was just a short, quick video where I wanted you to pay more attention to those energy barriers that you might have, and to really work with them consciously and keep expanding. Allow yourself to go further and further, because you are not here to be stagnant. You are not here to, sit and wait and be within those limitations. You are here to challenge those limitations. You are here to continue growing. That's what's essentially bringing that happiness and fulfillment that everyone is seeking. It's just about allowing yourself to keep expanding. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And if you did, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.